Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you see the sweat?
On your brow?
Maybe you can't see it, but I can feel it. I'm so proud of myself.
I can see the sweat dripping down your back through your shirt.
Show 'em.
Okay. Yep. There it is.
Because I this time, the first day ran around the little track one time. And then I ran around the track 2 times. And then the next day I ran 4. And today I ran 6. So I ran a little over a mile.
Mile and a half, Ellie. That's great.
Proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
Last night we had one of the wildest storms we've had in a long time. It was like, what, 2 a.m. and we were like, open the blinds.
And it was a light show.
We opened the blinds and laid there and fell back asleep watching the lightning just go crazy.
The lightning and thunder, I mean, it shook the house. Not to be upstaged by the earthquake that we had the day before. We had an earthquake.
Jared was in his office, I was in the bed, and I literally was like, oh my gosh! Like, that's the second earthquake I have felt in my life. And even though it was tiny, it was enough to shake me. And I was like, oh my gosh!
And then you go to like all of these thoughts like, what do I do? Where do I go? Who do I contact? What's going on? Is the house okay? Are the kids okay?
Is it gonna happen again? We are just heading up to the mountains today, so I'm just gonna pull my hair up and then we'll talk all about my skin. Okay, I really wanted to show you my skin before I put on my tinted sunscreen because the tinted sunscreen covers quite a bit on my skin. But I've talked about having perioral dermatitis for at least around 9 months. I had it, it went away, and then it came back again, and now it's gone. Dermatologists, my doctor, they really don't know what causes it exactly, and it's really, really hard to get rid of. It's painful, it's itchy, it's rashy, tons of texture. It's usually around like the nose, this area. Mine gets really bad around the mouth and right here. So like I still have like some texture. You can still see some spots around my nose. Yeah, so there's that. And then there's like a lot to talk about. So I've been dealing with that. And then my dermatologist did also tell me to start using tretinoin, which is interesting because a lot of things I've read, it's like, don't do harsh things on your skin. I don't know, I'm just really trying to just follow what she's telling me to do. But so far my perioral dermatitis is gone and she's having me use, I ordered on Amazon a really cheap sulfur face wash that can work. She's having me use a sulfur cleanser from her, and this is what it is. So this is just a sulfur cleanser from the dermatologist, and then when I wash at night I use a gentle cleanser, and then once a week I'll use the tretinoin. And I keep my skin care extremely simple. I specifically bought these because of your guys' requests. This is the brand Amprina. People that have perioral dermatitis really love this. This is just like a serum, moisturizer. And then I also bought to try out this brand because a lot of you have said you liked it. It's the Row. So again, a serum and then a skin barrier cream. Honestly, if I were to buy it again, my favorite one is this Amprina. It's really soothing, it's really moisturizing, it's not very expensive, and I really have enjoyed this. So this is my favorite one, and that's what I'll use on my skin. And so far that perioral dermatitis has cleared up quite nicely. I did do the round of antibiotic. It's a really low dose. I hated doing it, but it would not go away. Like I bit the bullet and just did it, and I'm glad I did, but if it comes back again, I can't keep taking antibiotics. So I don't know what I'll do if it keeps coming back. I switched my toothpaste so it doesn't have any of this stuff in it that can trigger perioral dermatitis. I'm using the Just Ingredients tooth powder. To be honest, I brush my teeth twice because I feel like it just doesn't quite get some of the grit away, but I know it's a really clean product. So I've been using this. I stopped using my fluoride flosser sticks, and I'm using a water pick now to like floss my teeth, then just like, you know, my toothbrush. So I switched that up, switched my, you know, skincare up that I just showed you, and I even switched out my shampoo and conditioner because a lot of shampoos have this sodium lauryl sulfate, which is the same ingredient, I believe, that's in the toothpaste that can trigger perioral dermatitis. The shower is wet. Or I would show you. I just ordered a very clean shampoo conditioner, and to be honest, the first time I used it, I was like, my hair felt really kind of like stripped and dry. And so I'm just gonna try to have to figure out what's gonna work for me. But here we are. Thank goodness that perioral dermatitis is going away. But because I started using that tretinoin, you have like a purge, I guess, like your skin can break out. My neck, I was like, oh, I always have lots of acne right here. I'm gonna use it on my neck. My neck broke out in severe cystic acne. And right now, it actually looks really good. Here is a photo of just a few days ago. It was so inflamed, so raw. I was like, what is going on? And it took me a while to realize it probably was the tretinoin. So hopefully that was just like a crazy purge and it won't do that again, but we'll see. And then on top of all of this, I just got done with a Parasite cleanse. I did the Cell Core one and it worked. Wowzers, it worked. And I also think that my neck looks a lot better and my skin even looks a little better since doing it. And I just stopped that like 2 days ago. The last year I've been trying to eat pretty good, low sugar, high protein, and it's done really well for my migraines. It's done really well for my body. And I thought doing this Parasite cleanse would be like really good for me. And I'm glad I did it. I'm just gonna put some tinted moisturizer on. I just get this from my local med spa, but I feel like it actually is a sunscreen that's almost like makeup. Like it covers pretty well and I feel really good in it. So I'm just doing super simple today. Something that I've always had is really dark circles under my eyes, like it's hereditary. It doesn't help that I slept in mascara last night, so I think there's still little bits of that even though I tried washing it off. I'll do it on my neck and it'll cover up some of these red spots really well. We're just taking the kids up to the mountains and we wanted to spend the weekend there and just seriously our days are going crazy and so we're just gonna spend the day up there. All right, my tinted sunscreen is on. I got new lip liner too. I really love lip liner. This is the brand Lawless. Usually I use MAC and I thought I'll try and get like, I know there is really no such thing as like a clean makeup, but there are brands that do a good job. So from my little knowledge of research, this was a decent brand. I got this in the shade Nude Honey. And then I'm actually using, Ellie just came out with some lipstick. So cute, this is her new brand. So she does tons of makeup videos. She's so talented. This is Ravi Beauty. And this is her new lipsticks and I'm so excited for her. They're more like a lip gloss with color and I think they're so pretty and they're so cute and the packaging is so cute. So really simple. Like I said, we're just going camping, so I'm doing really, really light. I'm just gonna put on a little concealer and mascara and then I'm done. So this is the Huda Beauty. It's like an eye corrector and it's like very pink, which is perfect for me to cover up my dark circles. I got Botox years and years ago. I wanted to try it out. It like literally gave me anxiety, so I didn't want to do that again. I just wanted to try it. And then I, 2 years ago, got under eye filler, the littlest bit. And it really did help my under eye not be so dang hollow. And I really liked that. So I think every 2 years I might do a little bit because it just gave me enough to make me, I like wore less makeup, I felt better. It was just enough to like lift a little right here. So I really liked that. The girl was very, very conservative, did just a little bit. I think that's something I'm gonna do again. This corrector is pretty amazing. I'm gonna set that under eye with just a little powder so it actually stays and doesn't disappear anywhere. And then I will do some mascara. All right, this is my skin. I feel like it's looking the best it's looked in a long time and I still am not thrilled with it, but it's looking better. Something else I am trying to avoid so I don't get the perioral dermatitis to come back is I'm not gonna be chewing gum anymore. Any like chapstick with like mint cinnamon, honestly any, like even like vanilla. Like I'm just like trying to stay away from that, which is really hard because I just put some lipstick on and lip liner, and it's like I love makeup so much. I think makeup is so fun, so it's really hard for me to like, I'm trying to be good. I think the best solution would be no makeup at all, but I really like makeup, so I'm hoping that just between the toothpaste, fixing like some ingredients will hopefully keep this at bay. My dermatologist did say she noticed since 2020 they've had a significant amount of people have this, and she said, I don't know if it's because of like masks, bacteria, breathing, like she doesn't quite know, but she just says she's noticed that, which is interesting. It's pretty brutal. I hope I don't get it again. So I've had it twice in the last like 9-10 months. So hopefully I've learned my lesson by switching my toothpaste. That's like the #1 recommendation that people say. So those are some of the products I've been using. I also am returning this. It's the Crunchy Beauty Foundation. I saw good things about that. It's a pretty clean foundation, but it was just so thick, like so heavy, and beautiful coverage, but it just was really heavy. So I'm gonna be returning that. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. And last but not least, I really do think exercising has also and will continue to help my skin. Just exercising, releasing lots of toxins, sweating. It's so good for your mind, your body. We all know that. But I really wanted to start like lifting weights a few months ago. So I worked out a few times, and every time I came home and I had a migraine. And it was like my neck has always just been super weak. Like even if I hold the baby, like we were on a hike and I kind of was holding her most of the time, and I just thought I can't hold her anymore, like my neck. But then I don't want Jared to hold her because if he's off balance, his hip will hurt. So it's kind of a joke. So yeah, doing the lifting was really straining, and I even did really slow to begin with, and it just didn't work out. So I was really happy that I've been able to do runs in the morning and I don't have migraines. So I'm just gonna build up the strength. I'd love to get into like actually like lifting and getting more strength on me. But so far I'm super happy with where I've come from where I was with the whole perioral. Hopefully this tretinoin will kick in and stop the purging process, but that's a little skincare update for you. Thanks so much for answering so many of my questions, especially over on Instagram. A lot of these recommendations actually came from you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.